Hey everyone, I'm Jack131 and today I'm here to talk about my top 10 Shounen Anime. Now, at the moment I don't really have a criteria set for these top 10s or top 5s. Some videos will be doing top 5, some will be doing top 10s. Depends on if I think I've got enough knowledge and watched enough series for that topic. But for this one I've tried to not put, and I don't think I have. Okay, there is one, but I do try to avoid those massive, long-running series like Dragon Ball, Naruto, One Piece. Like, you've all heard about it, but at the same time, and actually, you might have. I don't really care if you have heard about it or not, but if it's a massive series, you definitely have, and I probably don't need to recommend it. But basically, these videos are just me picking my the top 10 or top 5 series that I think fit the genre that I personally reckon fit it the best. So, let's kick it off. Number 10 is Trinity 7. If you haven't watched it, it's about a guy who, I can't remember if it's his cousin or his sister. I got a funny feeling it might be his cousin, but he lives at her parents' place with her. And shit goes wrong. He loses her. Like, at first he thinks that she's dead and whatnot, but it turns out that she's alive. He's a mage, and he's, I think in the anime they call it a demon king candidate or devil something candidate. I think in the manga it's, I don't know, he's supposedly quite powerful. It's interesting. It's got it is an ecchi series, but for the magic side, it's based on the 7 deadly sins. Not the anime, the actual sins itself, and they just sprout from there. But the basis is that what you research or something fits into one of the sins. And I reckon that's quite an interesting way of going through it. It's an interesting series. It's got nice character designs. I like the art style and the colours used. Yeah. Anyway, number 9 is Attack on Titan. I probably don't have to hype it up, but it's an amazing series. It's got good characters. It's artistically nice. Story-wise, it is brilliant. I like how it's set in the future, but it has... It's strange because it feels more not medieval, but technology-wise it isn't as advanced as what we are right now, but at the same time their main use of fighting or getting around for the soldiers is more, in my opinion, quite advanced, more advanced than what we have, and well, physically we probably would never be able to achieve it. But yeah, it's got amazing action. The animation, so frame by frame, is really good of how they do things. It's artistically it's interesting because, well, unlike other anime series, it's got very thick lines. Some lines are massively thick, some lines are normal. It helps the series, I guess, define itself. And, well, yeah. It's just one of those... It's quite an iconic series, in my opinion. It's one of those series that could get people into anime and manga. Number 8 is Black Cat. It's an interesting story. At first, for the first part of the series, it does feel quite fast-paced as the main character training goes from deadly assassin with no friends to pretty much abandoning the group that he was part of and trying to find his own way through life with people that are trying to help him, that at first he doesn't necessarily think that he needs to help. But after that, it does slow down. It's just some other fast points. It's got interesting action. It's got interesting concepts. And it's just an all-round good series. Number 7 is Bakuman. I know I mentioned it in my personal top 10 at number 1, but this isn't exactly a personal series. It's just a series. This isn't exactly a video about my personal favorites. It's what I think fits best. And like I said in my personal favorites, it's just one of the series that is all round amazing. It's got a very interesting story, and because it's not focused on fighting as such, it gives it amazing, I guess, room to focus on the story and what happens. It's got its, in my opinion, it's got its own special way of doing the action. It's done by the same writer and artist as Death Note, so Death Note exactly wasn't the most action-full series. It was a story-driven series with its own. The action was, I reckon, unique to Death Note, as what little action there is in Bakuman is done uniquely and uniquely fits Bakuman. Again, amazing series, something for everyone. I recommend it. Number 6 is Nisekoi, which again isn't exactly the most actionful series, and it pretty much is well, not pretty much, it definitely is Romeo and Juliet, but it's very funny. It's done by Shaft, and I reckon that they did the animation amazingly. So yeah, it's got interesting characters. The character development is really cool as well. And so, that's me. And that scene took it out of me. And despite it not really having much of a story, it's not exactly story driven. It's just got basic plot lines that it goes with, and because it's got that basic plot line and doesn't have that excess detail, it makes it just one of those lighter series that you don't have to put a lot of brain power towards figuring stuff out or understanding things. Number 5 is Blue Exorcist, or Owl No Exorcist. It's got interesting characters, it's got demons. I absolutely love anything from demons and whatnot. It's got fighting, it's got fire, it's just amazing, in my opinion. Yeah. It's got a certain charm, and I do reckon that the art style is unique like it's an anime and manga art style, but I do like it when it doesn't look like another series. So yeah. Number 4 is Fairy Tail. Like with Attack on Titan, probably don't need to hype it, especially since it's been around for a few years. But I think that it fits this because how it goes about doing things. I find it quite interesting that the main male character, Natsu, as well as the other dragon slayers and other slayers in general, don't exactly need to eat anything other than their own element of magic that they practice. I find it cool that they got 2 basic types of magic. One is it's natural, it flows through you. Another is that you use an item. So I reckon that's cool. It's got a very nice art style. It's got ecchi moments, but it's not heavily ecchi. It's kind of like it's a series where like it's generally, I'll say, child friendly, but it's got moments that will interest adults. Yeah. Number 3 is Soul Eater. Another probably, that's a series that's very funny. It's got an interesting story, and I've drawn some of the characters, and it's got a very fun art style. And yeah, the Grim Reaper is hilarious, absolutely hilarious. But when he gets serious, by fucking god, is he serious or what? And like with Nisekoi, it's just one of those more fun series to watch. Like, it does have serious moments, but it doesn't feel like you're putting a lot of time into it, just because, well, for me, it didn't feel like it, just because of how it is set artistically. It looks very different artistically. I do recommend it to anyone. Well, I recommend all these to anyone, otherwise I wouldn't be doing the video. But yeah. Number 2 is Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. It's got amazing action, it's got amazing graphics, both artistically and animation wise. It's got an extremely solid story, and the character development is just constant. I don't think there is an episode where there's no form of character development. And I do like the fact that, and it's not the only series that does it, but they've got a clear goal in mind, but they are happy to change how they're going to go after that goal if one way of achieving that goal doesn't meet their standards. So yeah, and who doesn't love a talking student armor? Who doesn't love a talking student armor? It's got homunculi that are named after the 7 deadly sins. It's got lore behind it. It's very interesting. Number 1 is 7 Deadly Sins. Now, this is a series I've actually just finished watching and caught up to date with the manga. Artistically, I thought at first that it looked a little bit old and a tad bit dated, especially the hair, the amount of lines there is. But it's got a very interesting story. When I first read it, it's actually probably the only series I actually read or started reading before I watched. It's got an amazing story. It's got a very interesting plot, and it's got demons and everything in it. And as I've said before, with other series of demons and devils and everything, I love that shit. So yeah, it's got a few different races. It's got your humans, you got your devils, you got your angels, you've got your beastmen, you've got your druids, and then you got your gods and goddesses, and then you got Barn, who's just the only immortal character. Yeah, and you got talking pigs. There's a talking pig. Of course, at the start, it is the first episode, I guess, and when I watched the first episode, it did make the subber put this comments in there, which I disagree, of it being the same as Fairy Tail, and I'm pretty sure they made a comment of it's the same company that did the anime, but it's a different writer. It's a different writer that did it. So it's not a rip-off of Fairy Tail, it's just got the first episode's similar elements to it. But anyway, I hope you liked this video. If I didn't leave your favourite series in here, let me know in the comment section below. Tell me if you think why a certain series should have been put in the video. Yeah. Again, I hope you liked it. I hope to see you all next time. See ya. Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you like this video, give it a like or comment in the comment section below. If you want to see more content by me, don't forget to click that subscribe button. It means a lot. I've left links to my previous video right over here, and I've also left links to my other social media accounts, which is down in the description. Again, thanks for watching. I hope to see you next time. See ya.